Well, hey there, kiddos. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Uncle Frank. Thank you very much for joining me. Today we are cracking open the most recent Yu-Gi-Oh! Basic box, Doom of Dimensions. 9 cards per pack, 24 packs a box. Hoping we pull a Starlight Rare because QCRs are finally done with. Let's move that trash can closer. Boom, perfect. All right, baby. Let us see what we get. I have not had the greatest luck when it comes to opening boxes lately, so I'm hoping I get something nice and shiny and cool to look at when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh! And as you guys know, a lot of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Commons just ain't worth looking at. Sometimes they have nice art, but very rarely. Oh, hey, Doom's Destruction. 6 of the cycle. Radiant Typhoon Megala. That is a 80s hairstyle right there. So let's put you here. Let's move these packs over there. Let's try to organize this so at least kind of looks nice. You got Black Rose Knight. Look at that face. Look, I know that I say the commons aren't really worth looking at, but look at that art. That's some old style Yu-Gi-Oh! Art right there. Creepy stuff. All right, next pack. Let's try to dive through this and just see what kind of cool stuff we can find. Doom Z Break Diactorus. That's a suit and a half if I saw it. Nothing else really special in that pack. Although I gotta say, that is an outfit. Peak anime right there. What do I think about Doom of Dimensions so far? I have looked at some of the cards in the set, not a whole lot. Can't say I'm particularly impressed by this one. Oh, hey, hang on. That's the guy from the pack. DD Dimensional King Arc Crisis. That is a mouthful of a name. So, hey, we pulled the box card. Excellent. That's good to see. But yeah, I didn't really notice anything in here that seemed all that impressive to me. You know, not a... I feel like I have to say this every single Yu-Gi-Oh! Video. I'm not a modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Player, so I don't know what's good or what isn't good. I just kind of crack these packs for the fun of it. Look at that pose, the confidence. But for the most part, I just like cracking packs or Yu-Gi-Oh! It's nostalgic for me. It's a fun little time. It's a fun little experience, and we get to see if we can crack the biggest and shiniest cards of the set, which doesn't happen a whole lot, and I keep pulling 2 cards at once. Chambar, the flashy sports knight. I have no idea what's going on in that picture. Although, to be fair, that is... What? That is awful art. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Definitely not a fan of that art right there. What the heck? Apakavites, Doomsy Destruction, Amanakage. Oh, hey. I keep pulling 2 cards at once. I gotta stop that somehow. Marshmallow Yummy. That's kind of cute. And that's the secret rare for the box, right? I think we only get 1. Oh, there's that art again. I always forget if Yu-Gi-Oh! Is 1 or 2 secret rares on average per box. But I'm always happy to pull a secret rare because I do like the secret rare foiling quite a lot. Although I suppose to get that so early in the video means we can't save it for last pack magic. And since I'm having such a terrible time pulling these apart, like these 2 in the slot, they always stick together, it seems. Doom Z77 Alara, that's a name. Like, I'm not, like, this isn't a bit. It's like the 2 right before the foil of the pack. It seems like those 2 cards all want to stick together. So, look. Oh, it didn't do it that time. Okay. Now I just look like an idiot. The Lycoris Lily Reaper. Horned Brute Carnivorous. Yu-Gi-Oh! Names are always interesting. You never know what you're going to get. It's always a gamble. At least it always feels like a gamble. Hey, another ultra rare. That's nice. Radiant Typhoon Chant. Fusion. Hey, that's my... There's a 2-headed skull servant on this art. That's pretty nice. Boy, Skull Servant was... Once upon a time, there was a Skull Servant archetype, a Skull Servant deck that saw quite a bit of play. I remember running King of the Skull Servants back in the day, thinking he was the coolest thing ever. Goki Machine Suprex. More of that. So we're about halfway through. What do I think so far? Some cool cards. Some cute cards, too. We've got our Secret Rare. We got 2 Ultra Rares. So I don't think there's any more big surprises waiting for us in this pack. But I gotta say, DD Lance Soldier. Fun art, fun name. Gotta say, though, it's still just fun to crack this stuff. As for the state of Yu-Gi-Oh! As a whole right now, man, I gotta say, with the exception of the 2025 limited pack, none of these new Yu-Gi-Oh! Sets right now are really doing that hot on the secondary market. Oh, is that a normal vanilla monster in 2025 Yu-Gi-Oh? That's rare. It's even a tuner. Okay. That's not something you see every day. Strange little card right there. But yeah, besides the limited pack for the 2025 World Championship Series, nothing really is sticking out to me as like the best set. I think we already pulled this guy. And if I were to, you know, there's still a few months left in the year. There's still something that could come out that could surprise me. Let's move even further. But for now, I really do think it's the 2025 limited pack or nothing in terms of like a long-term hold. Like if there was a set that I would hold on to, it would be just that. I'd love to say like other sets, because there are some nice sets out there for this game. But there's so much negativity surrounding Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now. And even with the new format, with Genesis creeping up and bringing some eyes back to the game that haven't been paying attention for a long time, just because they might get to play with some of those little cards again. You know, even with Genesis, that's freaky art right there. I'd say that the overall opinions of the masses is pretty low, pretty negative, which is a shame because Yu-Gi-Oh!, as you can see with some of these cool cards, they still have some cool stuff to offer. Radiant Typhoon Eldom. That is a name. But what can you do? You know, is Yu-Gi-Oh! On its slow decline towards the bottom? It's hard to say. Oh, there we go. I recognize that. That's Black Rose Dragon. Or Bramble Rose Dragon. Whatever. It's a second secret rare. Awesome. So it's two secret rares per box. That's good. Good to see that. Or at least this box had 2 secret rares. I actually don't know what the average is. I'm always getting it messed up. But it's good that we got 2 secrets. One's cute. One is Black Rose Dragon. I'm sure it has a... Let's try to read this. Oh my god, there's so many words. Hang on. Each time your opponent activates a monster effect, inflict 600 damage to your opponent, and if you do, all monsters your opponent controls lose 600 attack. You can only use each of the following effects once per turn. During your main phase, you can tribute this card, special summon 1 Black Rose Dragon from your extra deck, treat it as a synchro summon. And you can banish this card from your graveyard to special summon 1 level 4 or lower plant tuner from the graveyard. That is an interesting effect. I like the burn aspect to it, so that's nice. Anyway, back to the pack we were opening. We got Triple D Wise King Solomon. Nothing else really stands out there. Crazy stuff. I feel like that Black Rose Dragon card isn't that great. Someone let me know, though. Vengeful Witch, which I'm going to go ahead and assume, because that's a plant. Yeah, that works with Black Rose Dragon. Nice. All right. So this set has a Black Rose Dragon support. I just thought it was a DD set. I did not notice any of the Black Rose stuff when I was looking at the cards online earlier. Oh, well. You miss things often. RB Lambda Cannon, another ultra rare. That's nice. We got, what, 3 packs left? Well, I think the box is out of surprises for us, but I'm going to be honest. I think what we pulled so far overall is pretty cool. Doomsday Command. You know, it's impossible for me to gauge how good or bad any of the cards I pulled were, but overall, I think they're pretty nice. They're pretty cool. Especially that guy. That's just a big old... Oh, it's a rock type? I thought it was a dragon. That looks like a dragon. Huh. All right. Last pack. Anything cool? Hopefully, but I ain't gonna hold my breath. Let's see what we got. Ba-da-ba-ba-da. It's a double fusion. Is it just polymerization twice? Looks like it, yeah. Okay, that's pretty good. All right, kiddos. Hunting horn. Thank you so much for joining me. As you guys know, there's really nothing like deep or impactful in these videos. I just like cracking packs and seeing what I can get. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next video, whatever that ends up being. Ciao.